Bonanza, where the wind blows free and the oil don't. A place where the horizon stretches endlessly and the silence is only broken by the whisper of the wind. Forget your fancy GPS. Getting to Bonanza is half the adventure. The journey itself is a test of endurance, a challenge to navigate the rugged terrain and unmarked paths. We're talking about the middle of nowhere, Wyoming, a place where the nearest neighbor might be miles away, and the only company you have is the vast open sky. Dust devils for days. A sky so big, it'll swallow you whole. The landscape is alive with the movement of the wind, shaping and reshaping the earth beneath it. This ain't no place for the faint of heart. The land is as tough as the people who call it home, demanding resilience and grit. This is the kind of place where the wind howls stories, stories carried from one generation to the next, whispered through the rustling leaves and swaying grass, stories of boom and bust, of fortunes won and lost. The remnants of the past stand as silent witnesses to the cycles of prosperity and hardship. The land's got memory out here, soaked in sweat and oil and green. Every inch of soil tells a tale of ambition, struggle, and the relentless pursuit of a better life. You can practically smell the history, a mix of crude and desperation. The air's thick with the scent of bygone days, a reminder of the relentless drive for progress. But there's beauty here too, a raw, untamed kind of beauty. It's a beauty that doesn't conform to conventional standards, but rather it captivates with its wild, unrefined charm, the kind that gets under your skin and stays with you. It's a place that leaves an indelible mark on your soul, a reminder of the power and majesty of nature. If you enjoyed this journey through Bonanza, Wyoming, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content. Black Gold Fever, the boom that rocked Bonanza. The year was 1910. Word got out, oil in Bonanza. Folks swarmed in like flies on, well, you get the picture. We're talking roughnecks, gamblers, dreamers, all chasing that sweet, sweet crude. Saloons overflowed, money changed hands faster than a poker hand. Bonanza was booming, baby. They even had their own baseball team, the Oilers. Legend has it, they could hit a baseball clear to next Tuesday. But like all good parties, the good times couldn't last. The oil dried up faster than a shot of whiskey on a hot day. Dust settled, folks packed up, and Bonanza went quiet. Ghosts, dreams, and one hell of a bar life after the boom. These days, Bonanza's a ghost town. Once a bustling hub of dreams and ambitions, now it's a silent witness to the passage of time. The echoes of laughter and the clinking of gold pans have long faded, replaced by the eerie silence of abandonment. Population, a handful of folks who wouldn't live anywhere else. These are the diehards, the ones who remember the town's heyday and refuse to let its memory die. They are the keepers of Bonanza's soul, living relics of a bygone era. They say the wind whispers secrets here, stories of the glory days. If you listen closely, you might hear tales of fortunes made and lost, of dreams realized and shattered. The wind carries the voices of those who once walked these streets, a haunting reminder of what once was. And trust me, these folks, they know how to listen. They gather around, sharing stories and memories, keeping the spirit of Bonanza alive. Their faces, weathered by time, light up with each tale, each recollection a precious gem. in the tapestry of their lives. There's one bar left, a rickety joint with more character than a Shakespearean play. It's heart of the town, a place where the past and present collide. The creaky floorboards and dusty shelves tell their own stories, adding to the bar's unique charm. Walk in and you're practically stepping back in time. The air is thick with history, and every corner of the bar seems to whisper secrets of the past. It's a place where time stands still and the outside world fades away. The walls are lined with faded photos, each one a story waiting to be told. These pictures capture moments of joy, sorrow, and everything in between. They are windows into the lives of those who once called Bonanza home, a visual history of the town's vibrant past. The bartender, a grizzled old-timer named Hank, or maybe it's Duke, hard to say with these guys, pours a mean whiskey. He's a living encyclopedia of Bonanza's history, with a story for every occasion. His eyes, though tired, sparkle with the memories of 1,000 nights. He's seen it all, heard it all, and he's got the stories to prove it. From the wild days of the gold rush to the quiet nights of the present, Hank, or Duke, has been a constant presence. His tales are the lifeblood of the bar, keeping the spirit of Bonanza alive for anyone willing to listen. Section 4, Whispers in the Wind, Tales from Bonanza's Past. Pull up a stool, order another round, and listen close. The stories of Bonanza are as rich and varied as the land itself. Each tale, a thread in the tapestry of this old western town, weaves a picture of a bygone era filled with adventure, mystery, and a touch of the supernatural. Hank will tell you about One-Eyed Jack, the card sharp who won the whole town in a poker game, then lost it all the next day. Jack was a legend in his own right, a man whose luck was as unpredictable as the desert winds. Some say he had a way with the cards, others whisper he had a deal with the devil himself, or maybe he'll spin a yarn about the widow McGregor, who ran the rowdiest saloon this side of the Mississippi. The widow was a force to be reckoned with, a woman of grit and determination. Her saloon was the heart of Bonanza, a place where miners, cowboys, and drifters alike found solace and camaraderie. They say her ghost still haunts the old saloon, looking for a decent drink. On quiet nights, when the wind howls through the empty streets, some claim to hear her laughter, a haunting reminder of the town's lively past. The ghostly tales add an eerie charm to Bonanza, making it a place where the past never truly dies. And then there's the tale of the lost Dutchman's gold, rumored to be buried somewhere in the hills outside of town. This legend has lured many a treasure hunter to Bonanza, each one hoping to strike it rich. The gold, if it exists, remains elusive, a tantalizing mystery that keeps the spirit of adventure alive. Every so often, some poor sap sets off to find it, never to be seen again. The hills hold their secrets close, and those who venture into their depths often find more than they bargained for. The search for the lost Dutchman's gold is a journey into the unknown, a test of courage and perseverance. Truth or tall tale, in Bonanza, the line gets a little blurry. The stories passed down through generations are a mix of fact and fiction, each one adding to the mystique of this old town. The storytellers of Bonanza are keepers of its history, weaving tales that captivate and intrigue. But that's part of the charm, isn't it? The blend of reality and legend creates a unique atmosphere, a place where the past feels alive and the present is just a continuation of the stories that came before. Bonanza is a town where history and myth walk hand in hand. Out here, the stories are as real as you want them to be. The vast landscapes and the remnants of the past invite you to become a part of the narrative, to add your own chapter to the ongoing saga of Bonanza. So whether you're a believer in ghosts, a seeker of treasure, or just a lover of tales, Bonanza has a story for you. Section 5, Laughing in the Face of Dust. Bonanza's quirky charm. Bonanza's the kind of place that grows on you, like a fungus, but in a good way. Humor's their survival tactic. They've got a sign on the edge of town that reads, "Welcome to Bonanza, population slightly haunted," and every year they hold a Miss Ghost Town pageant. Last year's winner was a 3-legged dog named Lucky. Don't judge, she had charisma. The point is, Bonanza doesn't take itself too seriously. Out here, life's a joke, and everyone's in on it. It's a refreshing change of pace, especially for a city slicker like me. Section 6, Saddle Up, Partner, a Visitor's Guide to Bonanza. So, you want to experience the dusty charm of Bonanza? Well, hold your horses, city slicker. First off, you'll need a car, and not just any car, a sturdy one. Think 4-wheel drive, high clearance. This ain't no place for a Prius. Next, stock up on supplies, water, sunscreen, a sense of humor. The nearest gas station is a 2-hour drive, and trust me, you don't want to run out of gas out here. Cell service, forget about it. This is a place to disconnect, unplug, and reconnect with something bigger than yourself. Oh, and one more thing, bring cash. Hank doesn't take kindly to credit cards. Section 7, Bonanza, a toast to the quirky soul of the West. Bonanza, Wyoming. It's a town that stays with you long after you've left. It's a reminder that sometimes the greatest riches aren't found in the ground, but in the stories we tell and the people we share them with. So, here's to Bonanza, to the dreamers, the schemers, and the folks who know how to laugh in the face of a dust storm. You might be a ghost town, Bonanza, but your spirit's still got teeth. And damn if it ain't a sight to see. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the journey through Bonanza, Wyoming.